Welcome to Reviews, Hits, and a Piece of Cake. Let me entertain you. Just sit back, relax, enjoy it. Okay? Let me entertain you. No. No. Am I too hype? I think I'm just a little bit too hype.
A nigga jury real metal like a can no bleak. I went from rag to riches to a feature with tip. I went from smart car to a bitch with.
Welcome to episode 7. We are at episode 7 already. I'm proud of this. I'm very excited to see where this goes. Mark my words, this is going to go places. Episode 7, we're 3 more episodes from 10. So this episode 7, I don't want to say it's dedicated to Insecure, but Insecure was the only show that I've watched that, because Power is over. So Insecure is the only show that I watched that I wanted to do a review on. So this is still season 3, episode 4 of Insecure. And we didn't really talk about episode 3 because we did the whole dedication of Power last week. But episode 3, it was the girls, the 4 girls, the 4 friends, Molly, Issa, and I forget the other 2 girl names. Oh my god, Kelly. Kelly is the plus size one. She is fucking hilarious. Kelly has always been my favorite character since season 1. And what is Tiffany? Okay, so it's Molly, Tiffany, Issa, and Kelly. And in episode 3, they all are getting together. Tiffany is pregnant now. She's the first one out of the 4 to have a baby. And Tiffany is married as well. And they go to Coachella just to celebrate Tiffany having a baby. And, they have this whole episode where their Coachella experience was. And this is the first time that Issa fucked Nathan. And they went on a Ferris wheel at Coachella and they ended up fucking, which I think that shit was dope. But yeah, and Nathan is the nigga that she ended up meeting. She, Issa drives Lyft now, and he was one of the passengers, and they end up running to each other. So they have this whole connection. I think that was episode 2. Wait, no. It was episode 2. But they had this whole connection, this whole day that they end up spending together. And Nathan really pushes Issa to her limits. Like he ended up inspiring her to quit her job and really pursue what she wants to do with herself. And he is spontaneous. So I like, Nathan with Issa. Well, I like the fact that they're exploring the ideal of dating, even though I was definitely team dating you all the way. So episode 4. So 3, they go to Coachella. Issa and Nathan, they link up, and he brings his other friends. And it's just their night at Coachella, and that's when they realize that they like each other. So episode 4, we kind of see how supportive, Issa's trying to put on this big event, and we kind of see how supportive he is of her and the things that she wants to do, and we kind of see, and then he actually admit that he likes her. And they're laying in this bed, and it was a very intimate moment that Issa and Nathan shared, and they both just admitted that they like each other. But so that was okay, that was affirmation for her, I like him. And she finally tells her girlfriends, hey, I like him. So, all this stuff is happening, and when she picked him up, the first time they met, and when she picked him up and Lyft, he ended up getting in a fight with one of the passengers. Lyft have multiple people carpool or whatever, so he ended up getting in a fight. So Issa get this phone call from Lyft asking for a statement for that fight, and she texts Nathan. Nathan don't hear her back. She's going through the day, and as things are happening, she's texting him, and the nigga not getting back to her. So she okay. They all go to Tiffany's baby shower. And they kind of see that Tiffany has made new friends, because Tiffany feels as though I'm married and I'm having a baby. I'm the sore thumb in the 4. So we kind of see, Tiffany and Kelly are really close, and then you got Issa and Molly that's really close, but all four of them are friends. So you kind of see Kelly like spaz out talking about like, this baby is going to replace me, or this baby is going to take my best friend away from me. So we kind of see that transition happen. And then at the end of episode 3, I forgot to mention, Issa runs into Lawrence like at a 7-Eleven. And Lawrence is Issa's ex-boyfriend that she ended up cheating on with Daniel. And Lawrence's ass is loose like a goose. Lawrence is fucking any and everybody he has his eye on. He was with Issa for 5 years. So you know that weird period, like when you just got a little long relationship and you kind of trying to find yourself. So, and then you have this freedom bug that keeps biting at you like, damn, I can do whatever the fuck I want to do and don't have to answer to nobody. So Lawrence is living his life. He's working and he's fucking whoever the fuck he wants to. But he ended up catching chlamydia. So he's kind of having this whole revelation about like, damn, I'm 32. I just work and I just fuck. And that's all to it. And it's like, that can't be life. So they run into each other at the baby shower, and she kind of asks him like, you know, what's up? You know, Issa and Lawrence, because you know Lawrence is friends with Tiffany's husband. So of course he was there, and they catch up with each other, and it was a really nice moment because, you know, Insecure has a very clear idea of how reality really is when you see your ex-boyfriend and you don't really have bad blood and you just want to make sure that they're good. And Issa finally tells him like, listen, I stepped out on faith, I quit my job, and I'm really doing what I want to do. And he's like, you know, that's kind of dope, like you actually doing things that you are inspired by. And after that conversation, she finally tells Molly, like, I think I'm really over that nigga. And I think that's one of the best feelings in the world, when you've gone through a breakup and you want to be done and you question yourself, are we really over? And you kind of see him dating other people and you start dating other people and you start finding out really what you like, what you don't like, what you can tolerate. So she finally tells Molly, like, this shit feels good that I'm finally over him after 5 years. And you know, Molly runs into Dro. Dro is the married nigga that she was fucking. And now, you know, Dro and Molly, they didn't end too well. So she tried to speak to him like, hey, what's up? Because he was at the baby shower as well. You know, all of them are friends. And he does some nigga shit and say, when she comes up and she speaks to him, he's like, you know, oh, we talking now? Which you can just tell that, like, niggas be really in their feelings about certain things, and you're not handling that shit well, and you don't know how to just put your shit aside to be just cordial adults. So they end up getting into it a little bit, and she was like, you know what, this is why we not talking. He was like, yeah. She walked away, and she ended up finding out that his wife is pregnant, which is like, it's not fucked up, it's just crazy, like how, you know, you end up catching feelings for this man and you really be invested in this man. You tell yourself that this is not what I want, this is not what I deserve. He had a whole wife. For it to be only 30 minutes, it was really, really good. Like, I think I'm definitely going to watch it a couple more times just to see if I missed anything. But yeah, it just touches on just realistically touches on friendships, relationships, what it takes to maintain friendships. You just can't be afraid to just be adults and let that shit go, because there's other great things out there for you. And that, you know, that's what Issa is experiencing right now. Definitely. I enjoyed it. The week is Pieces by Tamar Braxton. I want your pieces. Because Nathan never texts Issa back. And after she got the call from Lyft saying, hey, we need a statement from you for the investigation, they end up calling her back and telling her, like, hey, we spoke to Nathan. He gave us a statement. The case is closed. So she like, you talked to the nigga? Because I haven't heard from him in like 2 days. And they were like, yeah, we spoke to him today. And she like, really, nigga? Which everybody, I swear to God, if you have never had this experience, you haven't had enough experience. When you finally admit that you like somebody and you finally admit your feelings, and that other one person may tense up, and I don't think that Nathan is being like nasty and ignoring Issa. I really think that he's falling for her, and he don't know how to handle that, and he don't know where to, and that could just be really wrong. But at the same time, I just feel like he's gotten to the point where he like, damn, I think I'm falling in love with her, and I don't know how to tell her. So let me back off, because maybe that's gonna control my feelings for her. But that's the most dumbest shit ever. Like, there's no such thing as like, okay, let me step away and my feelings gonna go away. Like, no. Like, just face them, or just say that I don't know how to tolerate it. And when you finally admit, like, hey, I don't know how to tolerate my feelings, maybe that other person could help. But we make such stupid mistakes by ruin great things by fear. Fear is like the worst emotion that anybody could feel. And I could be really wrong about why Nathan is, ignoring her. But at the same time, I don't know. But he's giving her pieces of him. And I think that she's all in. And she's willing to be all in. And he'll give her just enough, just so he can, she can feel secure, and then he'll back away. And it's like, no, like, you can't do shit like that and expect us to be successful. Expect me to be able to trust that you could handle my heart, or handle these little emotions that I'm feeling for you. So, Pieces by Tamar basically just saying, either you gonna give it to me, either you gonna give me your all and we gonna do this, or we not. And if we not, keep the fuck going, nigga. Like, bye. It's plenty of niggas in LA. Okay? Episode 7. Oh my God. Yes. Insecure was a great show. I did watch Married to Medicine, but I ain't ready to talk about Married to Medicine just yet. But episode 7. Thank you for watching. And we'll be back next week for episode 8. You know. Thank you.